playing. Dak Prescott, with the way the season is going right now, we heard him on the sideline what he said. Dak is quitting on these boys. You are not. Is it off the ball or something?
Yo, it's JB the Cowboy fan, and yes, sir, I'm back with another one. And yo, shout out to my subscribers. Shout out to my new subscribers. Yo, I gotta pay homage to my day ones, and I really gotta thank my day twos and my subs that's coming in daily. Now, I sure appreciate y'all. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But I want to get into this real quick. This about it's about this Dak injury with his hamstring. And I'm saying all these Dak fanboys trying to come at James Jones now all of a sudden. But really, if you listen to what James Jones said when he was saying what he was saying, he also said he asked the question when he was goddamn spitting on facts. He was like, is it torn off the bone? Because I think James Jones was speaking from the severity of the injury. And what he was saying was if it was torn off the bone, even without the MRI, because it's a different pain from being a pulled hamstring versus being torn off the bone. See, so to me, James Jones was speaking on the facts that he seen Dak walking around. Okay? You can't do all that and put all that pressure on a torn hamstring, but a pulled hamstring, you possibly can. Say, and they would have known it was torn. And the trainers on that side of the field, the medical people, they know if it's torn or if it's just a pull. And I'm thinking when James Jones came out and said that, now all of a sudden, James Slater want to come and report that it's torn off the bone. But shit, let's look at you know, a pull versus torn hamstring. A pulled hamstring, also known as a strain, is a muscle injury that differs from a hamstring tear. Okay? It's different from a hamstring tear in a number of ways, including the intensity of the pain, the extent of the swelling and bruising, and the impact of mobility. Huh? The pain regarding that. A pulled hamstring usually causes a sudden sharp pain in the back of the thigh, while a torn hamstring can cause more severe and persistent pain. Swelling and bruising. A torn hamstring typically causes more swelling and bruising than a pulled hamstring. A pulled hamstring may limit range of motion, while a torn hamstring can significantly impair mobility, making it difficult to walk or bend the knee. A pulled hamstring can take a few weeks to heal, while a torn hamstring can take several months and may require surgery. So, a pulled hamstring usually causes sudden sharp pain in the back of the thigh, while a torn hamstring can cause more severe and persistent pain. So what I'm saying is, if these trainers know the difference between a pulled and a torn hamstring, couldn't they tell by the severity of Dak's pain? That's what the definition of it is. Swelling and bruising. A torn hamstring typically causes more swelling and bruises than a pulled hamstring. The mobility when having a torn or a pulled hamstring. A pulled hamstring may limit range of motion, while a torn hamstring can significantly significantly impair mobility, making it difficult to walk or bend the knee. So how is Dak on the sideline? How's he on the sideline sitting down, walking around? Like I'm trying to understand how's he doing all that? If it was just a pull or a minor injury, because if it was that severe that it was torn off the bone at that time, how is he walking? He went into the blue tent. How is he walking on a torn hamstring? See, how is he sitting down? A pulled hamstring usually causes a sudden sharp pain in the back of the thigh, while a torn hamstring can cause more severe and persistent pain. A pulled hamstring may limit range of motion, while a torn hamstring can significantly impair mobility, making it difficult to walk or bend the knee. So if it was torn off the bone, how is he sitting down with a bended knee? That don't make sense. How is he sitting down with a bended knee? Other symptoms. A torn hamstring can cause a popping or tearing sensation at the time of injury, and you might be unable to use the affected leg. A visible gap or dent in the muscle may also indicate a complete tear. So you mean to tell me them trainers didn't know the difference between a pulled hamstring and a torn hamstring? It seemed like Jerry Jones and his medical team, or whoever the medical team for the Cowboys, or what they do, they playing games. They playing word games, and they playing games with this injury. I don't trust it. Hamstring injuries are graded based on severity. Grade 1, a mild muscle pull or strain. Now, it might be possible that Dak had a mild muscle pull or strain of the of his hamstring. That's possible. But 2-3 days later, after the game, the MRI says what James Slater said, it was torn off the bone. He's not even supposed. Basically, his leg is supposed to be propped up. He's not even supposed to be able to have any. He's not supposed to be able to bend his knee if it was torn off the bone. That's making it worse. So who is these trainers and medical team that took him into the blue tent that just said, "Oh, you'll be all right. Go ahead and sit down." Look at this guy. He's standing. A torn hamstring will cause a lot of pain if it was torn. He'll be grabbing that thigh a lot. He wouldn't even be able to sit on it. So can we trust and believe what these doctors saying? Because if you look at what he's doing, he's standing up on it. We still don't know if it's his right leg, if it's his right hammy, or if it's left hammy. He still won't be able to be standing there, putting weight on it. Huh? But this is what James Slater said, though. Let's see what she's talking about.
Yeah, the initial diagnosis, according to a number of sources, Tom and Mike, is this is a partial avulsion of the hamstring tendon. It has actually torn off the bone. Again, this is an initial diagnosis. It's my understanding and an explanation as to why he hasn't gone on IR, that he and his team are looking for several other opinions before making a decision about how to proceed moving forward. Now, best case.
Hold on. They looking for several other opinions? I mean, what is it? Are they telling the truth about it being torn? Or they not sure? Something ain't right about that. Huh? Can you walk with a hamstring avulsion? No. It's usually not possible to walk without a crutch after a hamstring avulsion. So how is this dude walking around on the damn, walking around and standing on the sidelines if you can't walk on what she just said? She said it was a damn a hamstring avulsion, a partial tear off the bone. Can you walk with a hamstring avulsion? No. It's usually not possible to walk without a crutch after a hamstring avulsion. A hamstring avulsion is a rare and difficult injury that can cause extreme pain, weakness, and poor leg control. Huh? Other symptoms include cramping while walking or running, tenderness, bruising, and swelling, pain in the buttock while sitting on the affected side. So how the fuck was he sitting down? How is he standing, walking, and sitting down on a hamstring avulsion? Huh? Surgery is often required to treat a hamstring avulsion. After surgery, it can take up to 3 months for most people to function normally. Athletes may need a return to sport protocol that takes 3 to 6 months. Man, depending on the type of avulsion, you may experience immediate disabling pain and weakness, extensive bruising, swelling, inability to run or walk, and or discomfort or pain with prolonged sitting. So hold on, can I go back? Hold on, what are we doing all that sitting? Yeah, let's go back to where he was sitting. I mean, he was sitting for a minute, bro. Here you go. How's Dak Press doing all this sitting? And I ain't really go back to where he was first sitting, but look how is he doing? I mean, he's sitting comfortably. He not grabbing his thigh. He not like, oh, this shit hurt. You know, what the fuck? Huh? He's sitting there, he ain't like, oh shit, in discomfort. Depending on the type of avulsion, you may experience immediate disabling pain and weakness, extensive bruising, swelling, and I'm sorry, y'all, an inability to run or walk. Now we ain't seen running, but we seen him walking, and or discomfort or pain with prolonged sitting. Huh? Is walking okay with a hamstring injury? Walking can be a good re-entry exercise for a hamstring injury following a period of rest. But no, you shouldn't even be walking on that. Huh? Man. I'm starting, man. They trying to come at James Jones, but I'm like, hold up, bro. James Jones was right in his assessment and what he was saying, because he did say, is it torn off the bone? because he knows the difference between a pull, a strain, or a completely torn off the bone. What James Jones was saying is, if it was torn off the bone, Dak wouldn't have been walking around or sitting down on that sideline like that. But if it's just a minor little strain or pull, look what he's doing. He's standing. He walking around. If it was torn off the bone, he wouldn't even be able to sit down. He wouldn't even be able to walk around. What the fuck? Huh? This man just standing there chilling. He chilling. He not grabbing the back of his leg. He's supposed to be in severe pain, according to the what type of hamstring your girl said he had? Huh? An avulsion, hamstring tear. Depending on the type of avulsion, you may experience immediate, disabling pain and weakness, extensive bruising, swelling, an inability to run or walk, and or discomfort or pain while prolonged sitting. What is this dude was doing on the side when he prolonged sitting on the sideline? Huh? We seen CD get hurt, and you should see that. He went in and caught the 2-point conversion though. He fought to get back on the field. Dak didn't fight to get back on the field. Watch this guy walk over there. Huh? Huh? How he walking? How is he walking? By definition, he shouldn't even be walking over there. Huh? That's what James Jones was talking about. Why they over there trying to play him like he a sucker or trying to, they bad mouthing him now. He don't know what he talking about. He was lying. No. James Jones knows exactly what he talking about. Because the severity of the injury versus a pull and a strain versus a torn hamstring, it's the shit Dak was doing, it wasn't torn off the bone. It don't look like, by definition, it can't be torn off the bone because he wouldn't be doing what he's doing.
Do you not get the concept?
Huh? He wouldn't be doing what he was doing if it was torn off the bone. Come on, man.
Case scenario, I'm told it's a 4 to 6 week window. Basically what they do is they do a lot of rest, a lot of icing. It allows it to sort of scar over, heal, and then there's a recovery period. The other option, depending on which grade this injury is, would require surgery. So that's why we're in this waiting, holding period. But again, that is the initial diagnosis. As you said, Tom, coming out of the game, he said that he felt something that he never felt before. You can see it right there on the play. He sort of gingerly walked on it. Reporters that were standing there in the hallway saw him limping into the locker.
Yeah, but that don't mean it was torn off the bone because he wouldn't be able to do none of that if it was torn off the bone, according to the definition. So yeah, he probably pulled it or strained it, but I don't think it's torn because the medical definition says he wouldn't be able to stand, he wouldn't be able to walk, and he wouldn't be able to sit for long periods of time with a torn hamstring. So James Jones is right. And that's why I said, is it tore off the bone? And if the MRI I'm not sure when they did the MRI, but I would assume they would have did it Sunday night when they got back from the game. And they would have known immediately. But still, why wouldn't they know immediately when he was in the tent? When he went to the blue tent, why they couldn't diagnose a strain, a pull, or a tear? Because it's different symptoms. It's different symptoms versus a tear, a pull, and a strain. it's possible that Dak just strained his hamstring. It's very possible that he strained it, but a tear off the bone, they should have knew that on the field. Then they should have knew that Sunday night or Monday with the MRI. That should have been diagnosed without a problem. But see, I think they playing games. Yeah. They playing games with this injury with Dak Prescott, bro. I kind of think it's his ankle, to be honest. I could be wrong in that, but that's just my thought. Because when I seen him walk off that field, he slammed his helmet down. Now, he might have felt some pain. That's true. But there's levels of pain when you're dealing with a tear, a pull, and a strain. And they talk about a partial avulsion tear of the hamstring tendon. Huh? I think James Jones was right with what he was saying. Because excuse me, I was sitting in the stadium behind the Cowboys sideline. And I was watching Dak, and I saw him. He wasn't limping when he came off the field. He wasn't, he was walking kind of gingerly a little bit. He wasn't walking with no full stride, but he wasn't walking like that hamstring was tore off the bone either. You're not even supposed to sit down for a long period of time if it's torn off the bone. You're not supposed to be walking or standing if it's torn off the bone. Huh? Man, there's something fishy going on with this injury with Dak. And I don't even care how James Slater came out there and said that. Not because James Slater said it, her word is gold. Now, don't get me wrong. When James Slater reports something, she 99% of the time she facts with it. But by definition, and what James Jones experienced playing the game, he could tell that at the way Dak was acting from what he saw, it wasn't torn. That's why he asked, is it torn off the bone? Because he could tell the difference from a tear, a pull, and a strain. And that's why he said Dak quit on this team. Yo, this JB the Cowboy fan. I appreciate y'all for listening to me. Like and subscribe to the channel. Let's go, Cowboys.
I'm glad. I will tell you this. If there's a human breathing that I've ever met that I'm proud that took advantage of me financially, I'm proud it's the one sitting to the right. And Dak. Yeah, check.